We start by getting official ripped models from the game.
Is that Mario's secret right there? What is up, you guys? I'm Charmx. Today I'm going to be reacting to Game Theory, Super Mario's Biggest Secret, literally by the Game Theorists. Now, I don't know what his big theory could be about, but Waluigi is involved. But other than that, I don't really know. But with that being said, the original link's in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Game Theorists. That link's also in the description. Without any further ado, let's begin.
Time up for your physical. Step on the scale, please. Mamma mia!
That was a weird intro. Bum bum ba da bum. Oh, I love that. Ba 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 ba.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, where
I freaking love that intro. I love it. I think in the last, I don't know if it was a Game Theory video or the movie theory, there wasn't even an intro for whatever reason. How can you do this? You have to have the intro.
you know what? I've got myself a to-do list. Over the last 7 years of this show, there have been a lot of lingering mysteries. The story of FNAF, will I ever...
Speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, this is a total side note, but this right here, it's soda. This stuff in here is like, it's like an energy drink kind of, because, you know, I have an energy drink to get me up in the morning. But when I first started drinking it was when I played Five Nights at Freddy's. And whenever I drink it now, it brings me right back to like the first time I played Five Nights at Freddy's. And I actually really liked the first Five Nights at Freddy's game. I sucked at it, but I liked it.
Do Mass Effect Part 2? When will Diet Coke finally sponsor me? And last episode, I finally put one of those to rest, and it felt so good, real good to get that monkey off my back. I say monkey, but really it was a haunted bear robot possessed by a conglomeration of kids' souls. Anyway, even though it's the tail end of summer, let's continue our spring cleaning and check another long-running mystery off this list. The height of everyone's favorite murderous sociopath, Mario Jumpman Mario.
Didn't we already figure this out like a while ago?
Now, you loyal theorists will know that over the history of game theory, it has been one of my biggest headaches. Each time I thought I had figured out the perfect methodology to confirm Mario's height, something else would pop up to contradict me until, you know, I just eventually gave up, simply going with the 5 foot 1 inch, 155 centimeter canon height claimed by Nintendo. I just needed a height for all the physics episodes and figured who was I to oppose the direct word of Mr. Miyamoto. Actually, now that I think about it, opposing official statements by Nintendo is basically the premise of like a quarter of this channel. Long story short, no.
Yeah, that seems to be a running thing. But yeah, I thought we already solved his height like a while ago, but I guess we haven't. So wait, so is it Mario's biggest secret is his height, I guess? I don't know if I'd say it's that much of a secret when it's, you know, it's not really hidden.
No game in the Mario franchise has ever proven it. No piece of evidence in all my research has ever allowed me to confirm it. Nothing. Blank slate, nothing. At least until today.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I need it!
That's right, loyal theorists. It's time to get another monkey off my back, and this time it's an overweight red plumber monkey, because 7 years later, we finally have the clue that we need to not just establish Mario's canon height, but also the canon heights of literally every other character in the Mushroom Kingdom. Something that, as I understand it, has never truly been done before. So get ready to update those fan wikis, because it's my goal to give you the definitive answer that no one knew that they needed. The scientifically proven heights and weights of key Mario characters. And in the process,
I am very intrigued. I think Bowser would have to weigh the most. Bowser or Donkey Kong would have to weigh the most because they're huge, right? Bowser is basically is he a turtle? Is Bowser a turtle? That's what I thought, but then again, he's really vicious for a turtle. But, you know, he's freaking huge nonetheless.
We're gonna uncover ourselves a threat to the Mushroom Kingdom that is far larger and far more threatening than another dumb Bowser kidnapping plot. Earlier this year, Nintendo released a free update to Super Mario Odyssey called Luigi's Balloon World. Now, show of hands, who hasn't heard of this thing? Of course you haven't! It came out in February for a game that everyone had picked to shreds by the end of last October. And for all the rest of you who have heard of it, well, you must watch Donkey. Good stuff, that Donkey.
I watched Donkey and I still don't. Oh, maybe I have heard of it, but I just forgot.
Anyway, in this little minigame, players are able to hide balloons throughout the various kingdoms in the game.
Oh yes, okay, I have heard of it. I have heard of it.
Other players then try to find them within a certain time limit. It's almost like Nintendo got tired of placing moons, so they outsourced it to the community. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty damn brilliant idea. Well done, Nintendo. Well done. Anyway, besides giving the world an image of Luigi wearing a bow tie, while searching for moons, the game provides the current distance between you and the balloon. Nothing too special there until you notice the distance is written in meters. Real world M meters. And how can we be sure?
Okay, so I kind of get where you're going with this. Where you're gonna compare the distance to something, and they'll give his height. I still don't know how, though.
About this? Well, by using this in-game ruler as a reference, it's possible to use pixel measurements to determine that Mario's height is in fact 5 feet 1 inch or 1 meter and
So it was exactly what Nintendo was saying the whole time.
55 centimeters. Not only is this a confirmation of Mario's canon height that we've been using for the past 2 years, but it was determined through a mainline Mario game, which in all of my research is the first time that Nintendo has gone out of their way to do something that could possibly confirm a statistic like this. It would have been so easy for them to make up a fake unit and call it a day, but no! Not only was the distance written with a real-life unit, but the scale lines up perfectly with Mario's Nintendo certified canon height. This, ladies
Is that Mario's big secret? I mean, we still have 10 minutes left. This can't be his big secret.
gentlemen, was intentional. Someone or some group within Nintendo wanted us to find this out and give us the confirmation we've been asking for years. And you know what makes that even more interesting? A few years ago on this channel, I covered how Rosalina, first introduced in Super Mario Galaxy, is probably Princess Peach's daughter. I used genetics.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
To this day, it's the theory I list as one of my all-time favorites I've ever done on this channel. I love it
It was a good theory. I remember that one.
so much these many years later that I even included a mention of it in the Theorist Journal, part of the new merch collection that I launched last week.
That's what I call a plug.
Now, all shilling aside, what started me down the rabbit hole of that theory to begin with was a storybook hidden in Super Mario Galaxy that seemed to heavily suggest that Rosalina was more than what she seemed. Anyway, armed with the information from Luigi's Balloon World, we can now use pixel measurements of all the character models to compare them to the ruler that is Mario Jumpman Mario.
How does it give you their weight, though? You just have a height, you don't have a weight.
We start by getting official ripped models from the game.
Is that Mario's secret right there?
Can be found on the models resource. Now from there we drop those 3D models into a program named Blender. It's free open source 3D computer graphics software used for everything from animating films to visual effects and of course creating video games. Mario Kart Wii, believe it or not, was the best game to get all these characters into the same place so we can compare like with like. So now that you know how it was all done, let's go through the results. Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi all measured up at 5 foot 9 inches tall, 175 centimeters. Peach and Daisy towered above the boys at 6 foot tall, 180.
Those are really tall princesses. And that's actually really tall for female characters in video games, because normally it's the other way around. So I guess Nintendo, since what, the 1990s or whatever, has been switching things up.
3 centimeters, as long as you don't count their crowns. Rosalina is even bigger at 7 foot 3 inches.
Okay, that's definitely switching things up. 7 foot 3 inches? She might have a tumor on her pituitary gland or whatever, making her grow really big.
Or 221 centimeters, but surprising nobody, Waluigi is the tallest, standing
How
at
tall?
the
How tall? 8 foot?
absolute ridiculous height of 7 foot 7 inches, or 231 centimeters. So
Man, he should forget about Nintendo. He should go over and play some professional basketball.
maybe that's why Waluigi can't be included in Smash. We heard that Ridley was too big for years, but let's face it, Waluigi is just enormous. At that height, he's bigger than Yao Ming, one of the tallest NBA players ever who stood at 7 foot 6 inches. And yet, for as big as Waluigi is, he's still nowhere close to the tallest human in recorded history, Robert Wadlow, the giant of Illinois, who
Now this guy, I believe he actually had a tumor on his pituitary gland, making him grow so big.
stood at the incredible height of 8 foot 11 inches or 272 centimeters.
Wow.
That's like a refrigerator and a half. Oh, and in this list, you might be noticing one big omission, both literally and figuratively. Bowser. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, no, I think Bowser is gonna be a big one too. Maybe not even that tall, but as far as like weight goes, like he's definitely like, look, oh, he's thick.
Include him simply because he changes heights a lot. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, look how big that is.
This guy
Oh
changes
my goodness, he's huge. Okay, never mind. Look at this.
heights more frequently than I change the order of my FNAF timelines. Anyway, I thought about ending this episode here. We've had a lot of long episodes lately. I have a new child to worry about. The in-laws
Oh yeah, that's right. Matt's a father. Matt's a father.
are currently visiting, and I should probably spend some time with them. But you know what? I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I mean, seriously, this would be a pretty lame episode. Just giving you the heights of a handful of Mushroom Kingdom characters. Where's the big twist? Where's the big reveal?
Exactly. Why does it say the biggest secret? The biggest secret. It's not a secret that his height's 5'1" when that's what Nintendo claimed it was. And it was.
Surprise conclusion. That so what moment that I like to end all these episodes on. So I'm deciding to linger in the closet a bit longer, which I swear has nothing to do with me trying to avoid talking to the in-laws about the Italian deli down the street for like the umpteenth time. Just because it's an Italian deli doesn't make it the best deli ever. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm hanging out in the closet a bit longer to
Shade.
weights too, and that
Shade.
yielded something that was much more surprising. First, let's talk about methodology. Now, obviously, unlike frame rates or pixel measurements, there's no way to slow down a video game and perfectly determine the mass of a character.
Exactly. How do you figure this out? How do you figure this out? These are the questions we need to be asking.
However, back in my Blue Shell episode, I mentioned that in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that each character was assigned an invisible number that corresponded to their weight. Mario is listed with a weight of 6 and is known to have a mass of about 90 kilograms or about 198 pounds. Therefore, each weight unit in the game was equal to 15 kilograms or 33 pounds. And yes, before you start commenting, but MatPat, these ratings are incorrect. Baby Peach and Baby Rosalina are listed with a weight value of 0. Clearly they have mass. This should not be possible. Unsubscribe.
Really, people need to stop complaining.
Yeah, I heard you in the aftermath of the previous video, and I recognize that a few of the racers are given a mass of 0 in the game's weight units. But did you stop to consider this? Each racer's mass is going to be rounded to the nearest whole number. So conceivably, a racer weighing in under half of 33 pounds, 16.5 pounds or 7.49 kilograms, those racers would be rounded down and rated as a 0. And
Oh, that's true. That makes sense. That makes sense.
having a newborn weigh less than 16 pounds, take it from Daddy Pat over here, that is perfectly normal. In fact, you want to weigh
Daddy
under
Pat.
16 pounds, otherwise they're going to have a hard time squeezing through the things that they have to squeeze through to. Birth is weird. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, I just got it. I just got it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Whoever edited this and put this this video footage right here. Okay, look at this. When he's talking about giving birth, what is this person
Take
doing?
it from Daddy Pat over here, that is perfectly normal. In fact, you want them weighing under 16 pounds, otherwise they're going to have a hard time squeezing through the things that they have to squeeze through to. Birth is weird. Anyways, this
Oh my goodness. Whoever edited that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Like I was not expecting that.
methodology super precise? No, but until we're able to strap all the characters with water jetpacks, rounding like this is what we're gonna have to work with. So, using this Mario Kart chart, I was able to come up with a rough mass for everyone. We just covered how Mario weighs in at 198 pounds, and his brother Luigi is the same. Sure, he's thinner, but he's also taller, meaning that he's also weighing in
198 pounds at 5'1".
at around 198 pounds. You know how you're never supposed to ask a girl for her age or her weight? Well, why ask when you can stalk her online and use hidden measurements kept on obscure websites? Peach is clocking in at 132 pounds or 60 kilograms. Rosalina may or may not be Peach's daughter, but she certainly didn't inherit her mother's petite physique, considering that our star princess here tips the scales at 231 pounds or 105 kilograms, while Luigi is a bit heavier at 264 pounds.
Yeah, he should be. He's a freaking giant. Was he's 7 foot something? He's 7'7" or something like that? He should weigh like 300 and something.
Pounds, 120 kilos, and rounding out the top, literally and figuratively, to nobody's surprise, is Wario at 330 pounds, 150 kilograms. Now,
Not if you could include Bowser, because Bowser is a lot bigger than Wario.
here's where that information goes from mildly interesting to alarming. You see, I was curious, so I decided to do one last calculation. Each character's body mass index, or BMI. All you have to do to calculate it is take the person's mass in kilograms and divide it by the person's height in meters squared. Now, why would I want to do this? Well, according to the Center for Disease Control, BMI scores are indicators of your levels of fitness. So,
Lies. Lies, lies, lies. BMI is an indicator, but if you work out and you have more muscle mass, the BMI can't take that into consideration. So if you're freaking jacked and you got a lot of muscle on you, the BMI isn't gonna know that, and it's gonna think you're overweight. You have to take that into consideration.
I wanted to determine who was roughly the fittest in the Mushroom Kingdom. Heck, if the metric is good enough for We Fit, it's good enough for me. So a BMI score of less than 18.5 is considered underweight. 18.5 to 25 is considered normal. BMI of 25 to 30 is considered overweight. 30 to 40 is considered obese. And above 40 is morbidly obese. And it's here that I discovered what is perhaps the Mushroom Kingdom's biggest threat. Nope.
Oh, so this is the big reveal. This is the biggest secret. Here we go.
It's not an anthropomorphic turtle dragon with magical abilities trying to take over a kingdom. It's not even the oblivious princess wielding an army of mindless fungus servants to maintain her rule. No, the biggest threat to everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom is their eating habits. At their current weight, according to their BMI ratings, every character is in an unhealthy range. Daisy and
What, really? Even Waluigi, who's like a giant?
Peach underweight, Luigi overweight, Mario is obese, and Wario is morbidly obese. No one has a healthy body
Where's Waluigi, Matt? Where's Waluigi, Matt? Ah, I caught you. Where's Waluigi?
type. Well, no one except for one.
Waluigi. Hey.
You heard that right. Everyone's favorite purple string bean here is in the healthy range. With a BMI of 22.1, he may have been rejected by the Smash Brothers roster, but he wasn't rejected by the Center for Disease Control. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Waluigi's big secret and the Mushroom Kingdom's biggest dilemma. Because, let's face it, if Waluigi's body shape is what defines healthy in your universe, well then yeah.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
You got yourself some serious problems. But hey, it's worth mentioning that Rosalina is healthy too. It just wasn't as fun or dramatic to include her in that big conclusion, but yeah, she's in there too. Just, she's not meme-ish enough.
Rosalina with E. I don't know, is that funnier than the Markiplier one? It looks weirder.
Get meme-ish, Rosalina. Take a page from Waluigi's book. Look at this guy. He is a walking hot mess, but he is endearing.
Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. So I guess, yeah, so the big secret, the big reveal is that everyone except for Waluigi and Rosalina have weight problems, I guess. Which, I mean, to me, that's not the biggest secret. I think the biggest thing is how tall Waluigi and Rosalina are, because they're both like giants, and I don't know, I think that's pretty crazy. But you know, nonetheless, if you like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend. If you're new, subscribe to the family. Also, make sure you guys go subscribe to the Game Theorist. And with that being said, see you guys next time. Boop.